All right, what is going, everybody, and welcome to the 22nd episode of the Garage Boys podcast. We got a big group here today. I'm Daniel. We got Chris. We got Derek, Sohail, Carson, Stefan, Parsa, and Jordy.
Yo.
What's up, guys?
What's up? Nice.
Okay, cool. So, if you guys are watching this on YouTube, make sure to check us out on Spotify and Apple Podcasts for full episodes. Follow us on TikTok, Instagram, join Discord. All those links in the description. And we are doing some Am I the Assholes today. So we'll start off with the first one here. Am I the asshole? I went on vacation with my friend and her family, and they kicked me out. I got my own room and stayed. I am in college, and my roommate from last year, Meg, whose family is really rich, said she could bring her friend on vacation. It was kind of awkward. I was her third choice, but her family vetoed the first two because they didn't want her bringing a boy or this other female friend of hers they disliked. Her parents bought my plane ticket and booked the resort, which I was very grateful for, and I saved a lot of money up so I can make sure I buy my own food and activities when I'm there and treat her family to a dinner as a thank you for the ticket. But when the trip started, it was just bad. It was her, me, her mother, her father, two of her father's friends, and her three brothers going. On the flight, they all got first class and got me in an economy seat. But I didn't say anything because why argue about a free ticket? The first night they went to a grocery. It turns out they wanted to cook at the resort kitchen for the whole trip. And by they wanted to cook, it actually turned out they wanted me and Meg to cook. I wasn't warned about this, but it turns out Meg's family is so traditional that they see cooking as a woman's job, and her mom just had hand surgery. So it was me and Meg cooking every meal for 6 men and her mom, and I can't cook well. I know a couple staple meals to feed myself, but since I rarely eat meat, I don't know how to cook. I'm also okay at cooking for 1 or 2, but have no practice cooking for a group of 9. I screwed it up, undercooked chicken, and undercooked some steak, and her dad was angry with me. I got short with him and told him that if he knew how to do better, he could just pitch in instead of standing around criticizing. But he got furious and said he was on his vacation. I said I was trying to have a vacation too, or did they just invite me to be an unpaid domestic servant? Meg's parents and dad's friends got angry. I said that and they started yelling at me. The argument escalated. I sarcastically called them myself the help. His dad snapped at me and told me to get out of their suite and go home. Didn't say shit about how he expected me to do that. I left and called the airline with my ticket and asked them if they could do anything to prevent anyone else from modifying or canceling my ticket. They let me set a passcode and no one changes could be made to the flight without it. Then I went to the resort desk to ask about rooms, saying I was stranded unexpectedly. They actually did have some affordable rooms available because of a weekday discount, so I got housing and still had money left over for touristy stuff. I went sightseeing and relaxed on the beach for 3 days until Meg's parents ran into me. They were taking a sunset walk and did a double take seeing me on the beach. They said they thought I was going home, and I said I decided to stay. They were angry because they saw me staying and using the return flight as having decided instead of staying and using the return flight as having deceived them and to think I couldn't afford a vacation and using them for the flights when I could actually afford things. Am I the asshole for staying on that vacation and using the flight home?
She's very smart.
How so?
Well, she basically just used this girl and her whole family.
But is she an asshole? Do you think she's an asshole?
Oh no, her parents are.
Stefan and Chris, what do you guys think?
They're done.
Oh, yeah, what's so fucking funny? You guys laughing the whole entire time.
It's Carson's fault.
Yeah,
Okay,
say,
my
speak up.
fault.
Speak up. What's so funny?
What's
What's so funny?
It's funny.
What's so fucking funny, man?
What?
Yeah, I saw a lot of laughter out
Yeah,
there.
dude.
What was
I have
going on
no
there?
idea.
I saw everyone
I just got a
laughing.
little sidetracked, that's all.
I mean, I couldn't stop
Yeah.
laughing because I saw everyone else
Yeah.
laughing. I didn't really hear the question.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I couldn't hear it
Yeah, me
either because
neither.
you guys were fucking laughing,
Oh,
man.
you could hear it.
Go ahead, Parsa.
Nothing.
Okay. Is she the asshole? I mean, they kind of forced her to be like a maid, you know? So I don't think so, honestly. And they invited her. When you go on vacation, you don't get expected to cook for 9 people, bro. You know what I mean? Like, pretty tough task.
That's
Yeah, that is fucked, I think.
yeah, but I
fucked,
guess you got
yeah.
the flight,
No.
but like that kind of makes up for it though.
I guess, yeah, they got a free flight. But she had to pay for her own hotel and stuff when they kicked her out, you know?
Yeah, that's sort of fucked.
Yeah, didn't they fucking have? That was kind of crazy how like they gave her coach and they all got like business. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
that is crazy, bro. The entire other
This
family.
one person gets singled out like that. That's crazy.
Well,
That's kind of like just straight up disrespectful, bro. She
Facts.
said carpe diem to all those fucks, dude. She was like, I'm taking y'all down, like, and your money.
Wait, so they all got first class, and then
Everyone else but her.
It's
She got
hella funny,
economy.
bro. Like the board's like, all right, first class, stand up. They're like, oh no. You can sit down and wait. Actually, you got the economy.
Yeah, that's fucked. That's
That
fucked.
is fucked. That's fucked.
Kind of funny.
All right, let's move on. Second one. Am I the asshole for taking the cake I baked for my fiance's birthday and going home? Me, female 25, and fiance, male 31, Ben's mom don't have the best relationship. I try my best to be polite around her, but she's the type that have high standards / expectations of whoever dates her sons. She has 3. She's commented on my hair and body several times and at some point suggested cosmetic surgeries for the future. This upsets me, but Bun tells me this is who she is and I need to learn to have a thick skin since oftentimes she doesn't really mean to be malicious. Anyways, I'm known for baking cakes and sweets. Ben eats what I make, but whenever I bring something to his family to try, they find every excuse in the world not to eat it. I'm okay with that and stop doing it. For Ben's 31st birthday, his mom wanted to host a party. I decided to bake him his birthday cake and he was thrilled with it. I went grocery shopping, took time off work, and put so much effort into making it into how he likes it. I took it with me to his mom's house, and to my surprise, when I walked in, I saw a large birthday cake sitting at the dining table. I was puzzled. For FMIL, do you guys know what that stands for?
Future mother-in-law.
Future mother-in-law says she requested this cake from the bakery and paid XXX money for it. I asked, what about the cake I've made? She responded, oh, you can place it on the counter over there and we'll let the kids have it. This felt like ice was dropped all over me. I looked at Ben and he nodded at me in a just do it way. I was so mad and the cake was still in my hands at the time. I turned around and made my way to the door. His mom remained standing, but Ben followed me asking where I was going. I told him that he didn't need my cake and by extension me, since my efforts were so easily dismissed and disrespected. He said I was overreacting and that his mom paid so much for that cake and it was only fair that he accept it. He begged me to get back inside and do him this favor by basically just go with the flow, but I decided to go home. He got mad and started saying I was being unreasonable and stirring drama over nothing. I went home and didn't get back till 11 p.m. He was so upset and he and his family didn't appreciate the childish behavior. I displayed in ruining his party and disrespecting his mom like that. Said I turned this into a huge deal and should have acted more maturely instead of walking out with the cake. Am I the asshole for taking the cake and walking out?
I
Man,
mean-
I personally think she overreacted
Yeah,
a little,
a little
like quite a bit.
A little bit.
Like, you know,
I think
Taking the
I've
cake.
the cake will still be appreciated.
yeah,
although,
like it's just another cake.
I've personally have had 2 cakes for like
A
one
birthday party?
And it's totally
yeah.
fine.
And it's
Yeah.
not like that big of a deal because
Uh-huh.
like someone wanted a different type of cake, so
Yeah.
we got like 2 different types of cakes.
Yeah,
so
you
like
could, like-
everybody.
So let's say someone's like allergic to ice cream or something,
Exactly.
right? You could have an ice cream cake and just a
It's
chocolate
true.
cake, right?
It's a bit of an overreaction.
Oh my
I think she
God!
overreacted.
Speaking
Yeah,
of
Oh
the
my
there he
goodness.
is.
What's good, John? What's good, John?
How you
How you
doing,
doing?
bro?
We have another guest, John, joining us.
Mr. John Smith.
John, you can have a seat. Just put the headset on. You
But
can move the
also-
mic closer to you. Go, Carson.
Also, if my girlfriend does that, I feel like that would just be like a turn off for me.
A
That's what-
breakup or no?
I don't know, but like, it's like, dude, just like
Fuck.
get over it. You know, it's not that.
Not
deep.
even get over it. It's like
It's like you're gonna throw a fit.
it's just another
They
cake.
definitely had some
Definitely.
other problems in their relationship before this.
Mhm.
Like you can't just
like it's a
tell me.
cake.
Yeah.
And bro, I think he was trying to do something nice for the family, right?
Yeah,
Making
yeah.
a cake he made himself, right?
Yeah.
True. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's fine to have like
I-
2 cakes. To be honest, I think she overreacted a
Yeah.
little
Well,
bit.
okay.
It would have been easier for him
Overreacted.
just to go with the flow and kind of be like, all right.
Yeah. Much easier.
Yeah, she overreacted for sure.
A little bit, yeah.
Move on here. John, we're just doing some Am I the Asshole, so I'm going to read some situations out, and you can just give me your takes. You probably want to put the mic closer to you. Yeah.
He needs to get closer to
Yeah. You can move it. You can adjust however you want. Okay, third one here. Am I the asshole for using my husband's car to get to work after he tricked me into going into his family's barbecue party? I, female 33, am a nurse. I have a very, very busy schedule. It's been absolutely crazy the past couple of years. My husband, male 36, works an office job, and because he's a family-oriented type of guy, he always hangs put with his family. His family live on a ranch in the middle of literally nowhere. It's a hassle to go there, and due to my work nature, I don't go to most of their functions. I do, however, make sure to attend the big ones. Last week, his family wanted to host a barbecue party. He wanted me to go with him so badly since all his brothers were bringing their wives, and since they mocked him for coming alone in the past, I said sorry, but I had a shift to cover. He begged, suggested I swap shifts with other nurses who are my friends, and even called them all to beg them to cover for me. I grew irritated and told him to stop it. He sulked for a whole day, then dropped it. In the morning and hours before my shift, I discovered that my car's tires were out of air. My husband offered to drive me to the hospital at 4 p.m. and I agreed. I got ready and we got in the car, but instead of taking me to the hospital, he drove me straight to his family's ranch. I was dumbfounded and angry after he said he tricked me into attending this barbecue and that I had to suck it up and set this shift out. I was so mad and I didn't know what to say. We got to the ranch and I sat outside fuming. I waited and saw I still had the time to make it to the hospital if I figured out a way to get there. I watched my husband go inside, leaving his keychain next to me, right where he was sitting. I took it and rushed to the back where all cars were parked, got into the car and drove off. His dad saw me and told him. He started calling my phone relentlessly till I turned it off. I got to the hospital on time, but he didn't dare turn my phone on until it was past 8 p.m. I opened it and it saw tons of angry messages from him, berating me, calling me horrible and a manipulator. I got on the phone with him and he yelled about the awful stunt I pulled and bailing from the party and making him look bad in front of his family. He then calmed down and said he now knows that work is more important to me and that he won't ever trust me after basically stealing his car and running with it. We've been on terrible terms since then. His family are also mad, but I haven't spoken to them about it yet nor clarified anything. Am I the asshole for what I did? I was desperate and worried that messing my shift might cost me my job.
Interesting.
He basically kidnapped her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's kind of
true.
weird. I mean,
wait, the boyfriend
so
or the wife, the husband?
So she didn't get anyone like to cover it, right?
No, I don't think so.
So then
Doesn't say she.
She's not the asshole.
She just stood up for herself.
Yeah,
And
basically.
she
Okay.
went to work like
Yeah.
She's
Sounds
a
like her
nurse.
husband
She probably
has
had to do it.
issues.
He's
Yeah,
on a
I know.
farm.
Yeah.
That don't mix.
And she said it was like very far away, right? Literally in the middle of nowhere. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
you think it's a kidnapping though, essentially?
She,
Yeah,
she got
essentially.
kidnapped.
Kidnapped.
Yeah.
No,
Alive.
basically,
Yeah,
like,
basically.
what other extent would he go to if, like, taking her away from, like, her salary job?
Okay, yeah, and she
You know
didn't
what
know
I
about
mean?
it, right?
Yeah, she didn't know about it.
I guess it. Yeah.
Against
Well,
her
that's what
will,
he did. Yeah, you could
she was
call it
taken.
that.
So I
That's,
would
like,
say it
very
was a
controlling and
kidnap.
manipulative.
It's
I
very
feel like.
controlling.
That's weird.
Do you think
Yeah.
it's worth breaking up over or what?
I could see it.
I
Kinda.
think after
Yeah.
all the texts
Kinda.
and shit that he sent,
Yeah, you probably. Yeah.
Yeah, if he went
Yeah.
in like
Yeah.
what
probably,
she said, but then yeah, maybe.
Probably.
She is a nurse too, huh?
Yeah, she was a
Yeah.
nurse, so she had like patient stuff to look over, right?
Mm,
Sick
Yeah.
people.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Someone could have died
It's
because
putting
of
other
this.
people at harm.
exactly.
True.
Yeah, and she would lose her job. Like
Then she would
it's just-
definitely lose her job. That's
Yeah.
the thing. Like,
Because
they
she-
probably
no
don't
one
have
covered
much
her
to do.
shift, right?
Exactly.
100%.
And this could have been a time when like nurses were really
Very,
needed, right?
very needed,
Especially
yeah.
during COVID and stuff.
Yeah.
you know?
No. So not the asshole.
Yeah,
Not the
no,
asshole.
definitely not.
No.
Husband's definitely the fucking chop.
Husband-
Yeah. I mean,
Husband has issues.
Ex-husband.
yeah, it probably should be an
Yeah.
ex-husband.
Do you think
Thanks,
that, this husband had like issues like in the past with other girlfriends? You know, maybe not wanting
Like
to come over.
controlling and
Yeah,
shit.
controlling.
Probably.
Maybe, bro. I don't even.
Probably
That is
for
very
sure.
controlling.
Yeah.
Possibly. That's true.
Your husband should not have the power over your career.
Facts.
True.
True.
Stand by that. Yeah.
That's toxic.
Mhm.
Facts.
Stay toxic, kings. You guys see that?
City boys.
City boys.
That's funny.
True.
John, scoot a little bit over closer to Jordy. By the way.
Get over here. Get in the camera.
Yeah.
Like
Not too close.
Okay, you're good.
Okay.
Okay, we got the fourth one here coming up.
Oh, that's what I'm doing?
Yeah, I think Derek's doing this
Oh.
one.
Nice.
Okay. You get a sip of water first, well then.
Boards.
Yeah, you know.
Oh wow. Yeah, I can't get over that last one. That guy's such a fucking asshole.
Oh, I'm waiting for Daniel.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm good. Okay.
You
All right.
guys want claws?
I'll wait for poker.
I got a
no
bullet,
free
but I'm
round.
down
No
after.
free round.
Are
I'm
we,
good
You want a
right now.
bullet?
Are we ready or no?
Yeah, go ahead.
Are you
Go ahead.
ready? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Let me go.
Deals.
Get a
Okay.
claw than a bullet out.
So, am I the asshole for calling out my sister for breastfeeding at my wedding?
What?
My
Okay,
34M
that's
sister gave birth 2 months ago. She brought the baby to mine in my wife's 23F wedding. She breastfeeds wherever she goes. We visit her house, she'll breastfeed in front of us. Visiting our parents, she'll breastfeed. Going out in public, Going out in a public setting, she'll sit on a bench and she'll sit on the bench on the park and breastfeed. Go out to a restaurant, she breastfeeds everywhere. I've never spoken on it because I know she'll get mad and offended. But when she did that on my wedding, I lost my cool. During the reception dinner, she did it again. I kindly approached her and asked her why she didn't bring formula or at least pump milk and put it in the bottle, so we wouldn't have to do all that we wouldn't have to do all this at this moment. She said, because I don't have to. I feel comfortable breastfeeding. Getting milk on my own is more painful. I said she could just make the sacrifice and compromise for one day instead of doing this in front of 250 guests on my wedding. She then said she can't do much about it now because the baby has to have her milk. I told her she should be more thoughtful of that instead of completely embarrassing herself and us by doing this. I told my wife what the deal was, and she said that I'm an asshole. Wait. I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
She should immediately apologize to my sister. My parents also sided with my sister, and now pretty much everyone thinks I'm an asshole, and I'm the only person who had a problem with it. The only reason I decided to call her out is because I considered it bad etiquette and tacky to do that at a formal event, and that she should just find another solution for that night. Am I the asshole?
I don't think he's the
Okay,
asshole.
well,
I
No,
don't
no,
think-
Go ahead.
I think he's the asshole.
You think so?
I don't think he's the
If
asshole.
I think
If
I
the
think
baby
you
has
should.
to
Bro, she's
eat.
whipping
Okay,
him. She's
listen,
whipping him
listen,
out in
listen.
Okay,
public,
so
bro.
go ahead.
Listen, you can. They have like pumps now. You can
Yeah.
suction them onto your
They-
titties,
I feel like they, yeah.
and it sucks out the milk, and then you put it in a bottle, and
You
then the
think
baby
that
can
makes
have
so much
it.
sense.
Yeah, and
later
you can even
on.
put it in the refrigerator after that, right?
Exactly.
for
Last
this,
the whole day.
especially for this situation.
And it doesn't hurt.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't know if it hurts. I mean, I don't. Yeah.
I mean, what if it hurts?
But like you, I mean, sometimes.
Bro,
I mean,
you're not
sometimes you
getting
gotta do what you
stabbed,
gotta
bro.
do.
You're not getting
You know,
stabbed. I mean, I don't know,
I
bro.
don't know. I feel like at least if you know you're going to this wedding, or if you're like going to a park, be prepared. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
think
feel
anyone
like you
here-
have
That's
them
what I
ready. Like,
think.
I feel like that's like she should plan ahead.
I don't think
and
anyone
have-
here is against women breastfeeding. Just
Yeah, yeah.
at a wedding, like, no,
Bro,
it's just,
they're just
he
easier.
might have this once in his entire life, bro. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
You really
Yeah.
want that to spoil up the entire thing?
Yeah,
You just do it in the
You
morning
know,
before.
There's a lot of old people there. They don't want to see.
There's
that.
kids there,
There's
bro, right?
kids,
And it's like
there's-
it's not like it's like a family friend. It's like your sister. You could easily be like,
and
can
and, and, and,
chill the
and
fuck out.
imagine
Like, you know what I mean?
and,
Like-
and imagine if they're religious, right? They're at a church. You don't want to do that shit.
Oh,
at
I didn't even
church.
think about that.
Yeah, you don't want to do that shit.
Sitting
at
on the
church.
aisle of the church,
Yeah,
bro,
you-
with
Yeah, see, that's a
Jesus
little.
looking down.
No.
I don't.
Just a side
Yeah.
note. He's 34, marrying a 23-year-old.
Good for him.
What's wrong with that?
No, just an
Is she causing
observation.
issues?
No, just an observation.
11 years.
Those
yeah.
are
Listen,
different.
it could be worse.
generations.
It
That
could
is
Those are
crazy.
completely.
It is very
Very
Yeah.
different.
far apart.
Do you think
That
it's
is-
appropriate
Wait,
though,
he
John?
was 18 and how old is she?
Is it appropriate?
Yeah.
I see a lot of
7.
old people date or are married to like people a decade younger.
That is true.
That is true.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 50
5
and
to
60,
10.
that's not big of a deal
No.
if you think about it, right?
No.
40
like-
and 60.
But like 30
18 and like
20.
29, that's kind of,
Depends when they met.
yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
I agree. Probably.
But is he the asshole?
Is he the asshole? I'm going to say no.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
so.
say no. I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
how
no.
would you guys feel looking at your sister's titty
At your wedding.
at your wedding?
Yeah, it's like
See, like the only
annoy
issue,
you.
like I don't like. I feel like it would just be like people would talk about it more than actually remembering the like
she
actual
wants to
wedding.
she wants to
maybe?
have like
I don't
attention
know.
around her. Be like,
Yeah,
oh,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
doing all this.
See, that's
It's
what
like,
I think.
It's the
Oh,
wedding. It's
so-
not
so
about you.
You think she wants the attention?
Yeah, like wait, maybe it's like a kink. of
Oh.
hers.
Go.
I can
Like,
see
she
that.
says-
I could see that.
When you were first reading it, when she was like, she does it like everywhere. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just like a kink. Like she likes to, feed her baby wherever the fuck she goes.
If we
That
do
could be a thing.
Are you
Cool.
kinky?
if we do feel for
I'm
this
an
mother,
She
though,
likes to show off her juicers.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's
her
juicers.
big old juicers,
Exactly. The juicers. Man.
The juicers, man.
her watermelon.
Oh my god.
I'm going no.
If
think
we
about-
do
let's think
feel
about-
for
let's
the
think about-
woman,
Yeah.
though, it is a lot of responsibility for
True.
a kid.
Yeah, true.
It's
Okay,
worse than
true.
a dog.
But it's like you think you
It's
could
one
have
day.
like the thing to like plan it ahead.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
all right, I'm
one
going to this
day,
wedding. Let
that's
me just
true.
pump this out in like a bottle.
Wait,
Yeah, that's
we're-
what
we're-
I think.
We're not
the
sitting here being
bottom.
like, oh,
Yeah.
this chick should not breastfeed anywhere. Never, like, just
Exactly.
right a wedding.
Exactly.
It's one day.
True.
You have time to
Yeah, because
plan.
she's probably like dressed nice too, right? And she's
Yeah,
all of a
that's
sudden
what I
just
was
like, all
thinking.
right, and then just like just like just
yeah, like
True.
I'm going to say no. No.
pop it out the dress.
No?
yeah,
No?
no,
Keep it
not the
tits.
asshole.
Not the asshole. Not the asshole.
Derek?
Not the asshole.
No, definitely not the asshole.
Not the asshole.
No.
Parsa Jordy?
Not the asshole.
Same as
No, it's his wedding. He's not an
Okay.
asshole.
Consensus.
Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Respect.
Okay, next one here. Okay, am I the asshole for removing all my fiance certificates from the wall after he took down my daughter's dog picture? Me, female 34, and my fiance, male 36, got engaged 2 months ago. I own the house we currently live in, but after he moved in, he started helping out with the mortgage payment. I have a daughter, Ruby, female 12. She adores animals. She had about 7 pets so far in her life. Unfortunately, her dog Tick passed away. He was her closest friend and favorite pet. It was devastating for me as well because he was so precious. As a way to honor him, I printed a middle-sized picture of him, Ruby's favorite, and put it in a frame and hang the frame in the living room wall. Ruby was so happy with it, especially since she gets to see him smiling at her when she walks in. It gives her comfort. My fiance saw it and got upset. He commented on how strange it was to have the dog's picture up on the wall and how much of the distraction it brings. I felt puzzled because we all have kinds of pictures that were hanging on the wall. He suggested we remove it, but I ignored him. One day, I got home and saw that he's taken it down. Ruby was in her room crying, holding the picture. I asked what happened, and she told me that my fiance took the picture off and told her she's not allowed to have it hung up there, and told her to keep it in her room if she didn't want to lose it for good. I was shocked. I rushed out and immediately started taking down all the certificates he had on that wall, his doctorate, master's, and bachelor's degrees, and about 4 to 5 other certificates as well. All of them I took down and put in the bedroom. He discovered what I did and snapped at me and said that it's his house as well and I should respect his input. In my defense, I told him that since my daughter has to keep it in her room, then he has to keep his certificates in his room according to his logic. He yelled at me, demanding that I stop nagging him and acting childishly and spitefully. He wanted me to put them back up, but I refused and said that if he does that, then Tick's picture will be put back up as well. He yelled about how I disrespected him and his achievements and treated them as trash and then stormed out. He's been giving both me and Ruby the cold shoulder for days now, saying he ought speak to neither of us till we apologize and put those certificates back up on the wall ourselves. Am I the asshole?
So what is she what's the am I the asshole? Is it
Is she the asshole for
For what?
removing his medical?
Yeah.
Or is he the
certificates?
asshole?
He's definitely the asshole.
I mean, she is not the
Is she the
asshole.
asshole for taking down the certificates?
No.
Why does he hold so much like
Right.
value
Yeah.
to
Seems like
the
he
has, like, hella
certificates
pride
being
over
up?
that
But
shit.
yeah,
It's
it's
like
like
he's got, like,
it's a
Yeah.
dog picture.
Got a
like,
fragile
what,
ego,
dude?
seems
It's
like.
I think
but,
you're
like,
right.
It's a
Go ahead, Carson.
it's it's the kid's dog that just died, you know? For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is sort of fucked.
Yeah, I think they could just have both up.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
have
I'm
both
thinking.
of them.
Just
Yeah.
have the dog up there.
Big
Like, what
is
the
this
fuck?
wall?
Yeah,
Like,
Yeah.
No, he's trying to say, oh, my entire education, my bachelor's, master's, all
Yeah.
these degrees are way important than this little dog. It's what
Right,
he's
but the
saying.
dog's important to the girl.
Exactly,
So
but
why
that's
can't
what-
there be
Yeah.
two things up there that
That's
they
what I'm
both
saying, he's an
that they
asshole.
both can walk in the house and look at and smile at? You know?
I'm in
Dude, they
complete
got more
agreement
than
with you.
one wall, bro. for
Yeah,
sure.
bro. What, you can put it up anywhere else, like in
On
the
the
whole,
fridge, maybe. I don't know.
What is
bro.
a
Just
what
put
is
it
a
somewhere.
middle-sized?
She hung it up
picture?
in the living room.
Like
Who gives a
medium
fuck
size.
about a
Middle-
living
middle-
room
Okay.
painting?
I gotcha.
Does he have his doctorates and shit in his living room?
Yes, that's kind of like
That's
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 weird.
kind of weird,
That's
bro.
whack
That's
as
kind of
fuck,
weird.
I feel like that's a
dude.
bedroom
Especially
thing.
since he
That's a-
moved.
no, that's
in.
an office.
That's
That's
like,
office.
my dad
yeah.
has like we have
Office.
like mine and all my stuff in the office. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, right in the living room when you
Nah,
walk
yeah,
in.
that's
You
weird.
need people to know
That's
I'm
so
a
head-ass.
master, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, that is
I'm a
actually-
doctor.
That's
Yeah,
really head.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
that's
really
hella
head ass. That's
head-ass,
really
bro.
head ass.
I've actually never seen that in the living room before.
No, yeah, living. So like,
Especially since like he moved into their house.
Such an
Oh,
office thing.
true. I
Which
didn't
don't
even
know.
catch that part.
Like, and then
yeah.
he just like
that
puts
is a
it up
little.
in the living room. I don't know.
I don't know. I think, dude, they got more walls. They could figure this
Yeah,
out. I
Yeah,
feel.
they could figure it out.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, also, but couldn't you just put the dog picture in the bedroom, in her room, and then just the degrees in like there?
No, but I think it's. I mean, you could. But I think it's the fact that he took down the dog picture,
Yeah.
bro. Right?
Yeah,
And then
that's
he
kinda
and then
weird.
told the kid like, you're not allowed to have this.
And
stuff.
this
that's
is the
wild.
kid's dog that just died.
Yeah,
That's brutal, bro. Come on,
yeah.
absolutely brutal.
But he has to have his mask.
And then there's a little fit when and the same thing happens to him.
Exactly, bro. It's hypocritical.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
hypocritical,
dude, it's
right?
definitely some like.
And it's not just his doctor, master, and
Ego.
bachelor.
Yeah.
So there's a total of like
Everything.
8 to 9 degrees, bro. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you don't need everyone
sounds
up there,
nice.
bro. You're so
Yeah.
head ass.
No, you
bro.
probably like certificates, like certifications. Or
Certification. Like, I
random
got a
shit.
minor in something. Something.
Oh yeah.
Some analytics certificate. Definitely not the ass. I don't think.
No,
bro.
not the
No.
asshole.
No. She
Okay.
is not.
Yeah, not the asshole. No, definitely not.
I think this is Carson.
It is.
That's it.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a different type of post.
Yeah, this is
It's
truth off my chest.
Truth off my chest, not a am I the asshole?
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I smiled when I learned the man who stabbed me 7 times took his own life. When I was in my early 20s, after a night out, I was stabbed in my back by a fella 7 times.
Carson, laugh.
My fella made me laugh. This caused damage to my bladder, kidneys, and liver. I spent months getting back on my feet and further years dealing with the PTSD. The lad who shanked me ended up getting caught and was sentenced at a lesser charge to guarantee conviction. He spent less than 3 years in prison. I learned the other day that this lad has taken his own life. I couldn't help but smile and feel slightly relieved.
This has
Hell
gotta be in
yeah.
the UK, right?
And this guy has to be Irish or
Gotta
Scottish.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
So wait,
Lad-
why?
lad is
Wait,
taking
why?
his own life.
Lad.
A fella.
Fella.
Oh, okay.
First of all, if this was the United States, he would have got
And
shot.
Yeah,
7
there is,
times.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
there is a
Sure.
shit ton
Sure.
of people like in the UK that get stabbed
You got
'cause they
sh-
don't
you
have
got
guns.
shivved.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So if
stabbings
you
are
go
way
in the
more
UK, you, like people
I
like
think guns are like illegal or some bullshit.
Oh.
like you know you get
Targeted,
robbed
yeah.
here, they have
Yeah.
a gun. You get
Yeah.
robbed in the UK, they have a bunch of people have
Oh,
knives.
like
no,
shanks
there's
and
knives
stuff.
and acid attacks, I think.
Yeah, crazy
Yeah.
shit like
Wouldn't
that.
acid
Acid attacks?
Like to the
Yeah.
face?
Yeah, and they fuck up your face.
Oh,
Your face is
that's
just like,
terrible, bro. I'd rather
Yeah.
get stabbed in an acid attack.
I feel like she
Yeah.
went to the dark side as soon as like.
I feel like stabbing.
You think she wanted to, Jordy?
No, like
If
I
it
just
goes
like
in
she
and
went
you gotta
the. I
take
feel
it
like she
out.
just took the wrong.
7
Like I, you know,
times?
the guy took
7
his life,
times.
right?
Yeah, good.
Yeah, true.
So-
Yeah, I mean, fuck him.
Like, well, yeah,
I mean,
fuck
he
'em.
also tried to take her life, though.
Yeah.
But
Ooh.
instead of waiting further on for his conviction, he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna."
Well, no,
No, he already got
was already
convicted.
out of jail.
He was out of jail in 3 years. They only gave him 3 years.
I think he's a pussy for killing himself, though. Yeah.
I mean,
He should have did the years.
Well, you're the one who was just vouching.
Nah, he was.
fair.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
That's fair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
he
fair.
should have done the years, bro.
That's
I
fair.
wanted him
Do
to
you
get
guys
the
think-
full lifetime.
No.
Wait.
3 years
he
is.
doesn't get it.
Do you think 3 years is fair?
No,
3 years? Nah,
No.
definitely needed
No.
more than
No,
3
so
So
that's
he
years.
life-
stabbed 7
That's
times.
lifetime.
Yes. Yeah, you need at least a year for each stab, bro. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
at least
at
7
least.
years.
1 year.
More than
One
that.
per stab.
At least, but he only got 3 years. Bro. We're talking about at least 7 years. Come on.
Yeah, 1 year per.
Hey, dude.
I mean, that's murder, bro. That's attempted murder, at least,
Attempted
right?
murder.
That's attempted murder.
Well, no, that's why they went with the lesser charge to guarantee the conviction. Because maybe they could have went for
Well,
like
how do you
attempted
know?
murder.
Were you-
Yeah.
Because it says
That's what it
was
said.
sentenced at a lesser charge to guarantee
Oh,
conviction.
I see. I see.
So maybe if they had gone for like attempted murder, he wouldn't have gotten convicted at all.
I see. Okay.
Cool.
Well, at least
Because,
he's
you
dead.
know, more,
He's no
Yeah.
longer here with us. Yeah,
Woot
okay.
woot.
I mean, good for him.
Yeah.
He
Alright.
fucking stabbed someone 7
Yeah,
times.
No,
fair.
I don't think you can
Charge.
blame the person.
Wait, I have a question.
For
Is it
feeling
man on
relieved.
man, woman on man?
Sounds like man on man.
It- maybe.
It was for
Fella.
Fella and lad. yeah.
lad.
Fella, lad.
Lad.
I'm assuming, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a man. The guy
Stabbed
got
by a
stabbed.
man.
I'm guessing they're both
Yeah.
guys, yeah.
Oh.
Both lads.
You can't
Some
really.
lads.
Yeah.
Side note, yeah.
Some lads.
I would guess. I don't know, though. I can't.
Okay, last one here.
All right.
Stefan's got this one here.
I'm pretty sure I traumatized a home invader. I want to start off by saying this had to have literally happened in 3 minutes or less. When I was in high school, I was often home alone in unattended, relatively good neighborhood, nothing to genuinely fear. So I would spend from around 4:30 to 9 completely alone in a decent-sized house. It wasn't necessarily scary, but just sort of eerie to me. One night, though, there was a breaking. It wasn't anything really scary because I was down in the basement and I just heard the dude break into the screen door and start rummaging through the kitchen. Now, at the time, I myself did not have a personal phone and the landline is in said kitchen. Due to me being in the basement, I did have my dad's axe to my immediate disposal. But I was not some 6'4" man giant. I was a 5'8" dude who barely even did PE. So what did I do? I decided to fucking throw it at him. I carried the weighty thing up the stairs as quiet as I could and managed to get the door open enough to slip out with it. I sort of scoot walked into angle, screamed at the top of my lungs, and just fucking hurled it at the guy. I missed, but I genuinely think the poor dude pissed himself before he made a beeline for the screen door he'd shattered. The blade didn't even hit anything, but dented the wall pretty bad. I eventually called the cops, then my parents. If you robbed a house in Alabama and had an axe nearly embedded in your head, I sincerely do apologize. Hope you did reconsider some decisions, though.
Man.
This guy just, I mean, I don't know if he should even apologize,
fucking
bro.
badass.
He's a badass,
He's a
bro.
fucking
Come on.
badass.
That's crazy.
He's basically me,
That's
bro.
fire.
5'8" dude who didn't PE. He's basically some skinny ass
So you
5'8"
just
dude.
grabbed the axe and chucked it at someone.
I don't know if I could do that though, bro. Jesus Christ.
You wouldn't do that?
I mean, I'd like run at it with him, I think, bro, rather than throw it at him.
Yeah,
Dude.
what if he just?
Well, like,
yeah, I
did they
feel like
just
throwing
catches
it's
it?
not smart.
So
Yeah.
did the guy
Yeah.
like he was rumbling through the kitchen? The guy screamed. He turns around. Boom.
Exactly.
I want to hear from the other guy's POV. Like, I want to
Yeah.
hear his story.
If
Honestly,
I was the other
There's
dude,
another one.
I would sneak
I
up
almost
behind
just
him.
died trying to rob
I would
someone.
sneak up behind him. How graphic can I get?
go ahead.
I would sneak up behind him when he's rummaging through the stuff, take the axe, and you ever see American Psycho?
Uh-huh.
Just fucking
So
right in the back of the skull.
Murk him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. But okay, there's also from this guy's POV, bro, if I was the robber in this situation, this guy throwing an axe at me.
I'm terrified.
No. I'd be terrified in the moment. But he throws at me, he misses. It's in the wall right next to me.
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit out of the wall and be like, get the fuck out of this house, bro. I own this house now, bro. You know what I mean?
I don't.
like
throw it
multiple
back.
axes, bro.
Yeah, throw it back. There you go, Jordan.
Bro, if
Yeah,
someone
what the
throws an
fuck?
axe at you, your first reaction is not like, "Oh, good, there's an axe now with me." He's like, "Holy
But
fuck, I
Stephon,
almost
this
got."
guy's also not in the right state. This guy's robbing a house too, bro. You know what I mean? So he's kind of
Exactly. Honestly, he was probably a first timer.
Hey, if
honestly,
you've ever watched Shameless and you know who Carl is,
Yeah.
yeah,
you know when he got like robbed gunpoint.
No.
Can we
Yeah.
pull up the clip?
I don't know if I
Daniel?
got that far.
yeah. No, are you talking about when he's at the burger place or whatever?
Yeah, the burger.
Yeah,
Shack,
I do
dude.
know what you're talking about.
And what
you gotta,
happens
You
in
gotta
that?
go with his attitude, dude.
He was just like
Guy pulled up with a gun.
he's like
took two
just
shots
shoot me.
right next
He's
to
like,
him.
just shoot me. I don't care.
Oh,
Just shoot me,
shit.
pretty much.
Then he like grabs like a frying pan.
And he
Yeah,
shot, he
nothing
missed, and then he just fought the guy.
I mean, if you guys were in the situation, you were this small dude. I mean, that's probably the best you could do there to scare them.
Honestly, good for him.
Alabama.
He
especially-
definitely traumatized him.
I was trying to have a
If
shotgun
someone had a
in the
shotgun in the
basement.
basement, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have one. Like,
I'd buy one after this
Sawed
situation,
off.
though.
sawed
sure.
off.
It
A
was
sawed
really
off.
illegal.
Yeah. Who did we see that made a song?
Nancy.
Oh, yeah,
Nancy.
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 Hey, shout out, Queen.
If you know, you know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Sorry.
Oh, I get it.
Okay. Anyone else want to bring up any of their topics? Anything else you guys want to discuss?
There's the climate of the.
Climate of the
Climate of the
the environment.
Yeah.
Let's talk about water.
water. What about water?
What about water, Jordy?
What about
All
water?
right.
Take it away.
Distilled, anything that's purely like distilled or vaporized water, is trash.
Vaporized water? What's vaporized?
What's vaporized water?
Do you buy that?
Evaporated water.
Or like
Evaporation.
anything that's like
Condensation.
Reverse osmosis.
Oh shit!
What?
I
It's
fuck
all
that's
with
pretty
that.
good. Water that's like
Osmosis
run through
Jones.
that like process is good, but you still lose all the minerals and stuff. Like I'm
Mineral-
saying, like
What's your guys' favorite type of water?
No, I don't know. No free brand deals.
That's true.
What?
Fiji.
I mean,
I'm saying this for
Fiji?
Fiji.
Nice.
Yeah,
Fiji's bad.
my Gmail.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
You mean like brand or like still sparkling?
Sure.
I like tap. Our taps around here is pretty
Yeah.
good.
It is
we
pretty
do
good.
have good tap.
Up in the
Yeah.
mountains, it's even
Yeah,
better.
Toho had a nice tap water.
Oh yeah,
That's good.
Tahoe's nice.
Yeah,
nice.
Tahoe.
Nice and clean.
So what?
Icelandic water, you know.
Atlantic.
Icelandic.
Icelandic.
Oh, like, what's
That sounds good.
That's true.
Oh yeah. My bad. Glacier water too. Bad.
Bad.
Yeah,
Why?
Overrated?
it's overrated. Why do you want to drink like water from like thousands?
But
of
isn't
years
no?
ago?
I'm that guy. But isn't water from Iceland probably glacier water?
No.
no? Because Iceland's green and Greenland's ice.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know
That's
what the fuck
trippy,
we're talking
right?
Yeah, for real.
That's trippy.
That is.
Yeah, there's
Iceland's huge though. Right?
Yeah.
Or, no,
Greenland-
Greenland's huge.
Greenland's huge.
Greenland's a big one.
Yeah.
It is also
What?
distorted on the map though, so it's not as big as.
Oh
Your
shit!
thing.
So what do you? How big is it then?
I don't know, but it's a little smaller.
Oh, so you're saying?
You been?
You been to
but
Greenland
that's
or
the thing.
Iceland?
I flew over it.
Oh, really?
This guy.
Europe.
it
You probably
nice?
have too.
Bro, I mean, I didn't
Did you
know.
look
I was
up-
probably
Did you
asleep.
like it?
I was probably asleep.
What it look
How
like?
was it?
Just a bunch of fucking huge ice.
Yeah, huge ice.
caps and
Interesting.
Damn.
it's kind of dope.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Some puffins.
That's
Are
that's
there-
not
that's
Iceland.
What kind of
That's
puffins?
What are
Iceland.
puffins?
Yeah, what's a
The fucking
puffin?
orange
Puffin's like a
birds.
Oh, aren't they
penguin.
like
the
the
black,
yeah,
the black
yeah,
and white orange
yeah.
bird?
Yeah.
Are they
That's how they
penguins?
look
Are
like
they
a
a type of
penguin.
penguin or no?
No,
No,
they're like
it's a
smaller.
bird.
So they're
So they're
their
not.
own-
So they're not in the penguin family.
No, I
They
don't
can
think
fly,
so.
right?
I think so.
Like Daniel.
Yeah.
penguins can't.
Do they have a
though.
thing on Reddit where you
Penguins
could do
can't.
like the
They could slide
overrated,
those.
properly rated, underrated on different shit?
Yeah, I don't know
Ooh,
this
that's
story.
good.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Dodos. You know dodos?
Yeah.
Oh,
They got
dude.
one.
Yeah, dodos
It
are-
I
shows
have a
like three
pitch
different.
later.
Or
What's your pitch?
It's this like Instagram page
Wait,
where
did we
it's
stop recording?
siblings or
No.
siblings or dating.
Siblings are
Fix some
dating.
Oh, that one's
With
funny.
Chris?
Yeah.
It's like it
That one's
shows
funny.
Carson. It shows like three
Yeah, we
different
should try
things,
that.
right?
Yeah.
And then you have to rate it. One's properly rated, one's overrated, one's underrated. It's
Oh,
that type of
okay.
shit.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, you guys know the game
I
where
don't know
it's
if it'd
like
be on Reddit.
she's
I
an
feel like-
8. She's
Oh,
an 8,
yeah,
but
yeah.
she
Oh,
does-
yeah?
she doesn't cut her
Yeah.
toenails or something.
And she's a
Ugh.
10. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are guys allowed to do that? I only see girls do that.
Should we do it right now?
Go ahead, John.
Are guys allowed to do that?
I don't
Sure.
think we
John,
are.
do one right now.
It's a little judgmental.
John,
Do
do
you
one
have
right
one?
now.
Do you have one in your head that
No,
you
no.
like?
Let me think of one. Yeah, she's a 10. She's a 10, but she's been around the whole group.
4.
3, bro.
Wait, she's a 10?
She's a 10.
Like,
The
what's
whole
the
group,
What's
bro.
the whole group? How many
What's
is
the
the
whole
whole
squad?
Let's say
Give me like a number.
4 of your homies.
No,
Nah,
no.
dude.
homies.
A 9, an 8. I don't give a
What?
fuck, bro.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd say an
Oh.
8.
Unless it happened afterwards.
That can get a little uncomfy,
That's what the
but
10s
I'd say
do.
8.
Okay,
You
well,
know,
just
if it's
calling them a
meant to
number
be.
doesn't mean you're gonna. Never mind.
No, go ahead, Carson.
Well, no, but she can still be hot.
True.
You know.
That obviously.
Yeah, we're
I
not.
would say an 8.
Okay,
But we're
if you're
judging-
talking like that, then yeah.
Yeah, then
probably-
obviously.
Okay.
But
Then
we're
it's the
judging
same,
as like a
probably.
All
the
right,
entire
all right,
package.
wait, how about
Alright.
this? She's a 4, but she's passed an econ. She got like Fs.
Ooh.
I'm gonna go like.
She's a 7.
I was gonna stay like.
I was gonna
Four.
stay
It
like
is what it
5.
is.
4,
5.
That
4,
doesn't- That Vic doesn't do much. I don't know. Hey, we're not judging here. We're not judging.
Like T-Rex
Well, we are.
eggs.
I'm
Okay.
into it all. I mean, hey, just
Hey, yeah.
hit me up on Instagram.
So hell, that's 720.
Isn't it Soul 720?
Yeah, it is Sohel 720. SOHEL
So L 720.
720.
Do you guys support dating your
GB.
siblings?
No, in the
No.
GB.
I can't say I do.
Right there.
What if
No,
you
right
just
there,
like never
down.
knew
Yeah,
though,
yeah.
and like just like all of a sudden you found
How would
out?
you not know? Oh, like,
Yeah.
I mean, what you're saying, like,
Wait, what is this?
Siblings or dating.
Dude, I know where you're
fine.
going with that. I'll fucking kick your ass.
Huh?
I wasn't listening, so
Hey,
What happened?
I'll have to relearn.
Yeah, I'll have to watch the podcast.
yeah, you're gonna have to check the VOD for that.
Absolutely. Go back and listen to that one.
Siblings. Gotta
Siblings.
Be
Nah.
Siblings or dating?
Siblings.
No,
they're
dude, listen.
literally
Siblings, bro. They're like
Siblings.
twins,
They're
bro.
twins.
Nah,
They're like
dude, listen,
twins.
Look at the arm, look at the arm, look at the arm.
Listen, dude.
They could do
Oh,
the.
wait,
They could do
Nah,
that.
they
They could do that to throw. They could do that
That
to
doesn't
throw.
matter.
No, why'd you
Stop playing.
Why did you click it?
That's
This guy's
Oh my
Hey, look,
God,
identical.
dude.
Let's
Oh
go,
my
man.
God. Bro, they look like they're twins.
No, they're dating.
no,
They're dating,
Yeah,
bro.
dating.
Yeah.
Jordan's like, what?
That's disgusting.
Bro.
They are twins.
Rocky, dude, you could just tell.
G-
Well,
man.
they're not,
go
they're
next,
not
go
related,
next, go
I'm
next, go
assuming.
next.
Dude, the
so-
nose is identical.
The energy was there. Ah,
Siblings,
Siblings.
bro. Siblings.
Nah, siblings. This is like a
Siblings.
sibling startup.
Siblings, yeah.
Like they're
They got
they're like
curly
mom
hair.
took their picture. They're
Yeah.
on like a little
Same
trip.
nose, same
Siblings,
eye.
siblings,
Siblings.
Siblings,
Siblings.
yeah.
Ah, shit.
I wanted to say it.
I
I
kind of
didn't.
different. She has like
No, it's a
hazel
chin,
eyes.
bro. It's a chin.
Think
Yeah.
about it. She's wearing a shirt.
I think it was the
She's got the
dimple.
hat
I thought
on.
the dimple was the same. So like,
No, but their eyes are completely different, bro. She has like a light color eye. He has brown eyes, so like that'd be tough to do. Oh, I was pretty split here.
yeah.
Okay, last
I'm
one.
0 for 2.
Siblings.
Going with
Siblings.
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 Yeah.
I don't get
Siblings.
dating.
This one's
I'm gonna go with
siblings.
If they were
dating.
dating, they'd be like way closer
Siblings.
together.
Everyone,
This is siblings.
Siblings.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
everyone wanted the other one.
I was saying, what are the odds? There's 3 in a row. Dating?
Yeah.
This one was pretty easy.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
first one though, bro.
Nah,
Come
that
on,
one's
that's
crazy.
That one was
ridiculous,
You
hard.
think
bro.
people
That
just
is-
lie?
They both went to
Hey,
lens
Dan,
craft at
Dan,
the same time.
They never said they weren't.
That's crazy.
Oh, wait, look at the shirt, dude. The shirt. See, his cat
doing
is
that-
holding up
Oh,
his
yeah, I
cat.
didn't notice that. Yeah, okay.
It's interesting.
Okay,
kinda cool.
thank you
Yeah.
guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this 22nd episode of Garage Boys podcast. Thank you guys
Yes,
for everyone
sir.
for coming, and yeah, peace out.
Peace
Adios.
out, thank you
Peace
guys.
Shout out, Girl Scouts.
Peace.